Have you ever felt like life has been holding you back, like you've been doing everything you can, yet the breakthrough still hasn't come? That silent ache inside, the one that whispers late at night, makes you wonder if your time will ever arrive. You keep pushing, you keep believing, but the doors seem locked, the opportunities slip through your fingers, and the weight of disappointment begins to feel heavier than your hope. If you know that feeling, you are not alone. So many people walk through life carrying dreams that feel stuck, promises that feel delayed, and prayers that feel unanswered. But what if I told you that the waiting, the struggle, and even the setbacks were never signs of failure, but signs of preparation? What if everything you face was shaping you for the very moment that is about to change everything? Right now, in the silence of your struggle, something is shifting. You may not see it yet, but the ground beneath you is moving. You may feel like nothing is happening, but deep beneath the surface, God is preparing your next move. And when he moves, it is never small. When he steps in, it is never halfway. He doesn't prepare you just to leave you where you are. He prepares you to make your next step unstoppable. That means no force can block it, no enemy can stop it, and no circumstance can undo it. What is ahead of you is not ordinary progress, it is divine acceleration. You see, there's a reason why you face resistance. Pressure always increases before a breakthrough. Darkness always intensifies before the dawn. The very opposition you've been fighting is proof that your next chapter is not going to be small. The enemy only fights what he fears, and he has been afraid of what you carry. That's why the struggle has been so fierce. That's why the delays have been so painful. But those same delays have been building your strength, your resilience, and your faith. They've been carving out the inner power you will need when the door finally swings wide open. I want you to know this: your story is not stuck. You are not forgotten. Every tear, every disappointment, every lonely night was not wasted. It was collected, remembered, and used as the foundation for what comes next. And what comes next is bigger than you can imagine. That's why you cannot give up here. That's why you cannot let discouragement silence your faith. You are standing on the edge of something you've been praying for, and God is about to take what looked impossible and make it unstoppable. Stay with me, because in the next moments, you will understand why your pain had purpose, why your waiting was not wasted, and why your next step will not just move you forward, but launch you into a level you've never seen before. This message is not about hype, it is about truth, and that truth will set your spirit on fire. If you're tired of being stuck, if you're ready to step into unstoppable momentum of God's plan for your life, then lean in, because what you're about to discover could change everything. There is a reason your spirit refuses to quit, even when your mind tells you to let go. That fire inside you, the quiet voice that keeps whispering, "Don't stop," is evidence that you were created for more. You wouldn't feel this pull toward greatness if it wasn't planted in you from the very beginning. Think about it. Every time you were knocked down, you still found a way to get up. Every time doubt crept in, something inside pushed you to keep moving forward. That something is not just willpower, it is destiny. And destiny cannot be erased. The truth is, many people settle long before they see their promise fulfilled. They accept mediocrity because the waiting is too hard. They give up because the climb feels endless. But you are not one of those people. If you were, you wouldn't still be here, listening, searching for a word that lights your spirit on fire. You are still here because you know deep down that your story has more to be written, that your life has more to be lived, and that your next move will not be ordinary. It will be unstoppable. Psychologists call it resilience, the ability to rise after every fall, to bend but not break. It is a force inside you that grows stronger through struggle. Every challenge you faced was not just pain, it was training. Every setback was teaching you skills you didn't even know you were learning. Strength, patience, courage, endurance. You were being stretched beyond comfort so you could expand into the person capable of carrying what is about to be released into your life. Without the waiting, you would not be ready. Without the struggle, you would not have the strength to sustain the blessing. You had to go through it not as punishment, but as preparation. And now, the atmosphere around you is shifting. The weight you've been carrying is about to turn into wings. What was once holding you down is about to lift you higher. That's the nature of transformation. Pressure creates power, just like diamonds are formed in the deepest heat. You are being refined for a purpose bigger than your own understanding. That's why it has felt heavy. That's why it has taken time. But pressure never lasts forever. It breaks open into release, and that release is coming for you. Imagine yourself stepping into a room where every door that once resisted you now swings open freely. Picture opportunities aligning, connections forming, and paths clearing that you never could have forced on your own. This is what happens when God makes your move unstoppable. It is no longer about your strength, but his power working through you. And when his power moves, it cannot be denied. Your heart knows this is true because it's been waiting for a word of confirmation. This is it. The season of delay is shifting into a season of acceleration. You may not have seen it coming, but you are stepping into it now. Every second you have endured was building you for this moment. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt. Lift your head, straighten your shoulders, and recognize who you are becoming. The unstoppable version of you is rising, and nothing can stand in the way. When life tries to break you, it often does so by attacking your belief in yourself. It whispers lies that you are not enough, that you are too late, that you are too far behind to ever catch up. But those lies lose their power the moment you realize the truth. You are not behind, you are right on time. Every step you have taken, even the ones that felt like detours, has been part of a greater design. What looks like delay in your eyes is often perfect timing in God's plan. And when his timing unfolds, everything aligns in a way that no human effort could ever arrange. Think about the strength you have gained in the waiting. You now see through challenges differently. What once made you fearful now makes you bold. What once felt impossible now feels within reach. That shift inside you is evidence of growth. It is proof that the old version of you has been transformed into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. And because you have endured, you are now standing at the edge of a season where nothing can stop your momentum. Psychologists teach us that confidence is not born from success, but from surviving failure and rising again. Your confidence has been quietly growing in the shadows of your struggle. Every time you refuse to quit, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than circumstances, and that strength cannot be taken away. It is part of you now. It is the unshakable foundation that makes your next step unstoppable. The fear that once held you captive is losing its grip. Fear thrives in uncertainty, but you are no longer living in uncertainty. You are living in faith. Faith shifts the entire atmosphere of your life. Faith says, even if I don't see it yet, I believe it's coming. And that belief unlocks courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. Courage is standing in the storm and saying, this storm will not take me out. Courage is deciding that the pain of staying stuck is far greater than the risk of moving forward. You have been through too much to go back now. You have carried too much weight to let it crush you when it was only ever meant to shape you. And now the shaping is complete. What once looked like broken pieces are actually the building blocks of your unstoppable future. You may not have seen the pattern while it was forming, but now the picture is becoming clear. Every moment, every test, every delay has led you here. And here is not the end. It is the beginning of acceleration. Lift your vision higher. Stop looking at where you've been and start focusing on where you're going. The old doors that closed were never meant to define you. They were simply redirections towards something better. The path you are stepping into now will not require you to force, to beg, or to chase. It will unfold with clarity and alignment, because when God sets the stage, everything falls into place. And once he sets it in motion, there is no hand strong enough to stop it. Your next move is not fragile. It is not uncertain. It is unstoppable, because it is backed by a power far greater than anything that has ever opposed you. The moment you begin to realize your life is not random, everything changes. You stop questioning why things happen the way they did, and you start to see the thread that has been woven through every season. The struggles, the delays, the heartbreaks, all of it was shaping you, building you, preparing you for something bigger than you could have imagined. Nothing was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single sleepless night, not a single prayer that felt unanswered. They were all deposits, and now the return is about to overflow. You were never created to live small, to merely survive, to simply exist from day to day. Deep inside, you have always known there is more. That hunger you feel, that restless fire that refuses to be silenced, is proof of your calling. It is the divine reminder that your life carries weight, that your steps matter, and that your next move is bigger than you. This isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about unlocking the fullness of who you were meant to be. Human nature often convinces us to shrink, to settle for comfort, to avoid the unknown. But comfort has never been the place of growth. Growth always demands discomfort. Transformation always requires risk. The pain you've endured has been the very soil where your purpose is growing. You had to be stretched so that your capacity could expand. You had to walk through seasons that stripped you of old ways of thinking so that new strength could take root. And that strength is now unshakable. Science confirms what faith has always known. The brain rewires itself through adversity. Every time you faced a challenge and refused to quit, your mind was literally building new pathways of resilience. You became sharper, braver, and more focused even when you didn't notice it happening. This is why what used to break you no longer has the same power. You've outgrown it. You've risen above it. You become someone who cannot be stopped by the same obstacles that once held you back. This is why your next move carries a different energy. It is not fueled by desperation, but by alignment. It is not driven by fear, but by faith. You no longer have to chase what is already written for you. You only have to step into it with courage. And the moment you do, doors will open, opportunities will appear, and strength will rise that you didn't even know you had. That is what happens when your steps are divinely ordered. You may have felt unseen, but heaven has been watching. You may have felt unheard, but every cry was recorded. And now the season is shifting in your favor. What felt like silence is breaking into clarity. What felt like delay is becoming acceleration. This is the turning point, the place where everything begins to align. The weight is lifting, the fear is dissolving, and the unstoppable force of destiny is moving you forward. Stand tall in this moment. Refuse to let doubt creep back in. You are not who you used to be. You are stronger, wiser, more prepared, and fully equipped. The fire within you is not dying. It is blazing brighter than ever, and nothing in this world can extinguish it. Your next move is not fragile. It is not uncertain. It is unstoppable because it has been prepared, protected, and powered by something greater than anything you could ever face. Every barrier you have faced was never meant to stop you. It was meant to awaken you. The pain, the rejection, the disappointment, they were not punishments. They were signals guiding you, preparing you for a power that only comes through perseverance. Every time you pushed through fear, every time you rose after being knocked down, you were proving to yourself that you are stronger than any circumstance. That strength is not theoretical. It is real. It is alive. It is a force that will make your next move unstoppable. You have carried so much, and that carrying has forged character. Science calls it grit, the ability to maintain effort and passion despite obstacles. But what you feel is more than grit. It is divine purpose intertwined with personal resilience. It is what gives you the edge that no one else has. While others may give up at the first sign of struggle, you have endured. While others were swallowed by fear, you have pressed forward. That is why nothing ahead can overwhelm you. You have already been tested, and you have already been strengthened. Think about how often you have been told not yet, or wait, or it's too late. Those words were never the end. They were a prelude. They were a pause, a preparation, a quiet before the storm of blessing that was being ready for you. The waiting was intentional, and the timing was perfect. You were being equipped, sometimes painfully, for the moment when everything would align in your favor. And alignment is coming. The universe, or God, if you will, never misplaces a step. What has felt like delay is actually precision. What has felt like struggle is actually sculpting. Your mind has been trained in resilience. Your heart has been seasoned in patience. Your soul has been hardened in faith. This combination cannot be ignored. This combination cannot be outmatched. You are no longer moving in hope alone. You are moving in certainty. Certainty that what is coming for you cannot be stopped. Certainty that every piece of your past has prepared you for this exact moment. Certainty that your next move won't be ordinary. It will be unstoppable. Release the fear that tells you to doubt. Release the voices that say you are not ready. You have been ready all along. The only thing that has been required is the shaping, the refining, and the strengthening. Now the time for waiting is over. Now the season of acceleration is here. Every chain that held you back is weakening. Every obstacle that seemed insurmountable is falling away. And every force that tried to stop your progress is about to be silenced. Feel the power rising inside you. It is quiet yet unstoppable. It is steady yet overwhelming. It is a momentum that cannot be halted, a force that cannot be resisted. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstance. You are at the mercy of destiny, and destiny is on your side. Lift your spirit. Open your heart. Step boldly forward, because your next move is not only coming, it is coming with a force that cannot be denied, a force that is unstoppable, a force that will change everything. Your spirit knows it. Deep inside, you feel the shift. You can sense the weight of resistance lifting. You can feel the energy of opportunity drawing near. You have been through battles that seemed endless, obstacles that appeared insurmountable, and moments when giving up felt easier than moving forward. But here you are, still standing, still fighting, still believing. That alone is proof that you are destined for more, proof that your next move is not only inevitable, it is unstoppable. There is a force at work that cannot be interrupted. It is not random, and it is not dependent on luck or timing. It is a power that has been building quietly, perfectly, intentionally. Every setback you experience, every closed door, every trial and test was layering strength, insight, and clarity onto your life. You are emerging from the struggle with a new depth of courage, a sharpened sense of purpose, and a readiness that no opposition can match. That readiness is what transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary breakthroughs. Do not underestimate what has been happening inside of you. While the world focused on outcomes, your character was being forged. While others measured success by results, you were being shaped by persistence, endurance, and faith. These are the qualities that no failure, no rejection, no delay can diminish. They are the unshakable foundation upon which your unstoppable move is built. What is coming for you cannot be stopped, because it is not just about opportunity. It is about preparation, alignment, and divine timing. Fear may try to creep back in, but it no longer has the same hold. Every time you face doubt and press forward anyway, you rewired your mind and reinforced your courage. You proved to yourself that you can handle more than you ever thought possible. That proof is now your ammunition. It is the force that will carry you forward when challenges appear. It is the unshakable conviction that no external circumstance can override. You have been trained for victory in the trenches of life, and victory is exactly what is ahead. Now is the time to act with confidence, because confidence is not a guess. It is a result of experience, preparation, and divine alignment. The doors that once seemed locked are now beginning to open. The walls that felt impenetrable are beginning to crumble. The resistance that tried to hold you back is being overpowered. Your moment is coming, and it will arrive with clarity, speed, and force. You are no longer just moving forward. You are moving with unstoppable momentum. Feel it in your bones. Sense it in your heart. The energy that has been building in your life is about to be unleashed. It is a momentum that cannot be replicated, a force that cannot be resisted, and a timing that cannot be interrupted. You have been prepared for this. You have been strengthened for this. You have been positioned for this. And now, nothing, no one, and no circumstance can stop what is coming. Your next move is not just ahead. It is unstoppable, and it will change everything. There is a power stirring inside of you that cannot be measured by circumstances, weakened by setbacks, or silenced by doubt. It has been growing quietly, steadily, and intentionally while you were learning patience, endurance, and resilience. That power is your faith, your determination, your unwavering spirit. It is the energy that refuses to bow to fear, the fire that cannot be extinguished, and the force that propels you toward your destiny. It is proof that what is coming cannot be stopped, because it is already alive within you. You have spent too much time waiting, hoping, and wondering for your next move to be anything less than extraordinary. The delays, the struggles, and the setbacks were never meant to define you. They were meant to refine you. Every obstacle you faced, every challenge you overcame, every tear you shed has been a layer of strength, a foundation of wisdom, and a spark of courage. You are being prepared, shaped, and aligned for a moment that requires everything you have become. And that moment is here. Do not be distracted by the fear of what could go wrong. Fear is a liar that feeds on uncertainty, but you are no longer living in uncertainty. You have endured, you have persisted, and you have proven to yourself that you are capable of more than you once believed. That proof is your shield, your weapon, and your motivation. Every step you take now is built on experience, resilience, and divine timing. You are not moving blindly, you are moving with purpose, precision, and unstoppable momentum. There is a shift occurring in your life that cannot be ignored. What once felt impossible is beginning to feel inevitable. The resistance that tried to hold you back is weakening. The doors that seemed closed are now opening. The path that was unclear is becoming visible. And the energy you have been cultivating, often unnoticed, is now ready to release. Your next move will not only change your direction, it will redefine your trajectory, your impact, and your destiny. The courage you have built is your advantage. It is proof that you can face challenges without being consumed by them. It is evidence that you can rise above fear, overcome doubt, and step into power. That courage is not theoretical. It is alive, tangible, and unstoppable. It has been tested in the fires of your life, and it has emerged stronger, sharper, and unbreakable. You are equipped to move forward with authority, confidence, and an unshakable sense of purpose. Now is the time to recognize the magnitude of what is before you. The universe, fate, or divine power is aligning in your favor. You are no longer just walking. You are ascending. You are no longer just moving. You are advancing with unstoppable force. Every challenge you face, every trial you endured, every moment you doubted was preparing you for the extraordinary steps that lie ahead. Step boldly, because your next move is not just coming. It is unstoppable. It is powerful, and it will transform everything you have ever worked for. Your life has been quietly shifting while you were enduring. The moments you thought were lost were never wasted. Every struggle, every delay, every door that closed was preparing you for a force far greater than you could have commanded on your own. The energy you've been cultivating in silence is now ready to erupt. It is the power that turns hesitation into courage, fear into boldness, and uncertainty into unstoppable action. That power has been growing inside of you, quietly shaping the person who is about to step into a season of transformation that cannot be stopped. You have been tested, but the testing was never meant to defeat you. It was meant to strengthen you. The doubts, the fears, the voices telling you to quit, they were only echoes of the resistance you were meant to overcome. Every time you refused to give in, you built muscle in your spirit. Every time you pressed forward, even when it hurt, you trained yourself for resilience. That resilience is now your armor. That determination is now your weapon. And the force behind your next move is unstoppable because it is backed by everything you have endured, learned, and grown into. Think about how far you have come. The challenges that once seemed impossible no longer intimidate you. The pain that once crippled your confidence now fuels your courage. You are no longer reacting out of fear. You are moving forward with vision, clarity, and authority. Your next move is not an experiment. It is a natural result of preparation, perseverance, and purpose. What you are about to step into is the alignment of your effort and your destiny, the intersection where your faith meets action, and the place where unstoppable momentum is born. Every moment you spent feeling unseen, unheard, or overlooked was a necessary part of this process. That waiting was intentional. That silence was a preparation ground. That delay was a refining fire. What you once thought was holding you back was actually setting you up to move forward in a way that cannot be denied. Your next step will not be ordinary. It will be unstoppable because it has been crafted by purpose, shaped by resilience, and energized by faith. Fear and doubt may try to whisper again, but you have learned to rise above them. You have proven to yourself that you can endure, persist, and succeed despite obstacles. That proof is now your anchor. That proof is now your power. You are no longer subject to the limitations of the past. You are no longer bound by what others said you could or could not do. You are stepping into a force that is larger than circumstance, larger than resistance, and larger than anything that has ever tried to hold you back. Feel the intensity rising within you. The fire that has been simmering in the depths of your heart is about to blaze. The strength that has been quietly growing inside you is about to be unleashed. The clarity, courage, and power you have developed through struggle are converging into unstoppable momentum. Stand firm. Prepare yourself. Step boldly. Your next move is not just ahead, it is unstoppable, transformative, and destined to change everything. Your mind has been rewired through every challenge you face. Every time you confronted fear, every time you persevered despite doubt, you created new pathways of strength, courage, and clarity. That inner architecture of resilience cannot be destroyed. It cannot be undermined. It is permanent, and it is ready to carry you forward in ways that will feel effortless because you've already been trained for it. You are no longer moving blindly or hoping for the best. You are moving with certainty, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. The energy within you is magnetic. It draws opportunities, aligns circumstances, and attracts the resources you need. It is a force that works quietly but powerfully, shifting the atmosphere around you to match the level of your belief. The persistence you have cultivated, the faith you have maintained, and the courage you have exercised have created a gravitational pull toward your destiny. Nothing can compete with it. Nothing can resist it. What is coming for you cannot be stopped because the preparation has already been done and the alignment has already been set. Every obstacle you have faced has done more than challenge you. It has elevated you. Every moment of waiting has done more than test you. It has strengthened you. Every setback has done more than slow you down. It has prepared you for the speed of what is ahead. You are not the same person who started this journey. You are sharper, wiser, stronger, and more prepared than ever before. That evolution is not accidental. It is intentional. And it is exactly why your next move will be unstoppable. Do not let fear or doubt creep back into your mind. Those voices are remnants of an old season, echoes from a version of yourself that no longer exists. You are in a new season now, a season of acceleration, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. Your next move is no longer hypothetical. It is inevitable. The power, preparation, and purpose that have been developing in your life are now converging. Every step you take from this point forward is aligned with destiny, and every step will carry unstoppable force. There is no longer room for hesitation. There is no longer room for uncertainty. You have been refined, trained, and equipped for this moment. You have endured what most could not. You have persisted where most would have given up. And now the timing, the preparation, and the alignment are all coming together in your favor. The energy you have built will not dissipate. It will propel you forward at a speed and power that will feel almost unstoppable. Feel it rising in your chest, coursing through your veins, igniting every cell of your being. That is the fire of purpose. That is the energy of destiny. That is the unstoppable force that has been waiting for this exact moment to move. Step into it boldly. Step into it with courage. Step into it with the confidence that comes from knowing you are ready, you are equipped, and you are supported by a power far greater than yourself. Your next move is unstoppable, and the world is about to witness it. You are standing at a threshold, a place where everything you have endured, learned, and built within yourself converges into unstoppable momentum. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable were not punishments, they were preparation. Every rejection, every delay, every moment you felt unseen or unheard has been an essential part of this process. You are being equipped, strengthened, and aligned for a move that cannot be stopped. The force that is about to erupt in your life has been quietly growing within you, and now it is ready to release. Your next step is not dependent on luck, chance, or timing. It is dependent on preparation, faith, and the unwavering belief that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. You have already proven to yourself that you can endure pain, overcome obstacles, and rise stronger from every setback. That proof is your foundation. That proof is your power. Nothing outside of you can overpower what has been cultivated within. Your next move will not only shift your life, it will accelerate your destiny with unstoppable force. Think about the growth that has been happening quietly while you were struggling, the persistence you demonstrated, the courage you summoned, the resilience you built. All of it has formed a power inside you that cannot be ignored. You are no longer reacting to life's challenges. You are creating the path ahead with intention, authority, and certainty. Every step you take now is backed by experience, reinforced by faith, and propelled by divine alignment. That combination is unstoppable. Do not doubt the strength you have developed. The fear that once held you back has no power over you anymore. The hesitation that once slowed you down has been replaced by clarity. You have been tested in ways most people never will, and through every trial, your capacity for courage, endurance, and purpose has multiplied. That energy inside you, the confidence that comes from survival, the certainty that comes from faith, is now poised to launch you into a season of momentum that cannot be contested. Your mind, your spirit, and your heart have been conditioned for this exact moment. Every challenge you endured prepared you for an opportunity that exceeds your imagination. Every night you stayed faithful prepared you for a dawn that will shine brighter than you ever expected. Every tear you shed watered the ground for growth that is about to bear fruit. You are not stepping into this season unprepared. You are stepping into it with unstoppable power. Feel the energy rising inside you. It is a force that cannot be contained, a momentum that cannot be resisted, and a power that cannot be broken. This is your time to move forward boldly, with courage that is unshakable, with clarity that is undeniable, and with faith that is unwavering. Your next move is not just coming, it is unstoppable. It will redefine what you thought was possible, transform your life, and set the stage for a level of purpose, influence, and success that is beyond anything you have experienced. The force is within you, and it is time to release it. The strength you feel within is not accidental. It has been forged through trial, sharpened through challenge, and solidified through unwavering faith. Every moment you question your worth, every moment you face fear, and every moment you persevered against the odds has prepared you for a breakthrough that cannot be stopped. You have been shaped for this season, trained for this opportunity, and positioned to move with a force that defies limitations. The energy you carry is not temporary. It is permanent, unstoppable, and fully equipped to propel you forward. You have already proven that you can rise when others would fall. You have already proven that persistence outweighs fear, that courage outweighs doubt, and that faith outweighs uncertainty. That proof is now your advantage. The resilience inside you, the clarity you have gained, and the courage you have cultivated cannot be replicated or taken from you. It is a force uniquely designed to make your next move unstoppable, and it is ready to ignite in ways that will feel both inevitable and extraordinary. Every struggle, every disappointment, and every delayed answer has been purposeful. Those moments were not random. They were shaping the very person who is now prepared to step into power. You were being refined, strengthened, and aligned so that when the opportunity arrived, you would not just take it, you would dominate it. What once seemed like obstacles are now the stepping stones that elevate you. What once felt like setbacks are now the catalysts that propel you forward. You are no longer limited by what has held you back. You are now elevated by it. The fear that once whispered lies in your ear has lost its authority over you. The doubt that once paralyzed your steps has been replaced with clarity and confidence. You are no longer tentative. You are decisive. You are no longer hesitant. You are unstoppable. The preparation inside you has aligned with opportunity outside of you. The energy, power, and focus you have built over time are converging into a force that cannot be resisted. Your next move will not merely shift your circumstances, it will transform the trajectory of your life. Your mind, heart, and spirit have been synchronized for this very moment. You are moving from preparation into execution, from endurance into acceleration, and from faith into manifestation. Every trial you endured, every moment you persevered, and every challenge you overcame has compounded to produce the unstoppable momentum that is ready to launch you forward. You are not stepping into uncertainty. You are stepping into destiny with confidence, clarity, and power that cannot be denied. Feel it in your chest, in your bones, and in the fire of your soul. That energy is alive, potent, and unstoppable. It has been cultivated through persistence, reinforced through resilience, and fueled by faith. You are not moving forward alone. You are moving with the alignment of preparation, purpose, and divine timing. Step boldly into this momentum. Step boldly into the power you have earned. Your next move is not just coming, it is unstoppable. It will change your life, elevate your purpose, and unlock everything you were created to achieve. You are no longer in a season of hesitation. You are no longer in a season of waiting in vain. Every struggle you endured, every obstacle you overcame, and every moment you refused to give up has prepared you for the unstoppable momentum that is now rising inside of you. You were never meant to stay where you were. You were never meant to be held back. You were meant to rise, to push forward, and to step boldly into the power that has been waiting for you all along. Your next move will not be ordinary because you are no longer ordinary. The strength you have developed, the faith you have maintained, and the courage you have exercised have transformed you into someone capable of handling more, achieving more, and becoming more. You are moving with a force that is not dependent on external circumstances, but is rooted in the unshakable foundation of who you are becoming. That foundation cannot be shaken, diminished, or stopped. It is your power, and it is unstoppable. The resistance you faced was never stronger than you. It only appeared that way because it was testing the limits of your faith, patience, and resolve. Every delay, every closed door, every disappointment has served to sharpen your focus, strengthen your resolve, and prepare you for a breakthrough that will feel inevitable, undeniable, and unstoppable. You have been refined by the fire of life's challenges, and the person you have become is ready to step into a season of victory that cannot be resisted. Fear will try to speak again, but it no longer has authority over you. Doubt will attempt to creep in, but you are now anchored in clarity, confidence, and purpose. You have endured, you have persisted, and you have risen above every challenge that once threatened to hold you back. That proof is now your shield, your strength, and your momentum. What is ahead of you cannot be stopped because it has been prepared, it has been aligned, and it has been fueled by everything you have endured. Your next move is not a step, it is a launch. It is the culmination of preparation, alignment, and divine timing. The energy you have cultivated inside of you is ready to release. The power you have built through persistence, courage, and faith is ready to explode into motion. What once seemed distant, impossible, or out of reach is now within your grasp. You are no longer waiting. You are moving, accelerating, and stepping into a destiny that cannot be denied. Feel it in every fiber of your being. The fire inside you, the momentum building quietly, and the strength that has been forged through every trial are all converging. This is your moment to rise. This is your moment to step boldly. This is your moment to move forward with unstoppable force. Your next move will not just change your life, it will transform it, elevate it, and launch you into a season of achievement, purpose, and power that has been waiting for you all along. You are unstoppable, and the force within you is ready to carry you forward. You are standing on the edge of a breakthrough that has been coming for a long time. Every obstacle you faced, every moment of doubt, every challenge that felt impossible was preparing you for this very season. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was accidental. Every experience, every struggle, every tear, and every late night of wrestling with fear was a layer of strength being built into your spirit. That strength cannot be removed. It cannot be diminished. It is permanent, and it is ready to propel you into a force that is unstoppable. The power within you has been quietly accumulating, silently growing while the world seemed to move past you. That quiet energy is your preparation, your resilience, your courage, and your faith converging into a momentum that cannot be resisted. You are no longer tentative. You are no longer unsure. You are no longer limited by what has held you back in the past. You are moving forward with precision, purpose, and unstoppable force. Your next step is not a gamble. It is the natural outcome of preparation, alignment, and destiny. Every fear you have faced has strengthened you. Every rejection you endured has sharpened your focus. Every delay you experienced has cultivated patience, endurance, and clarity. These are not minor gains. They are the foundation of unstoppable momentum. You have been trained in persistence, fortified in courage, and empowered by faith. What once seemed like obstacles are now nothing more than evidence of how strong you have become. Proof that nothing can stop you when you step into what has been prepared for you. The doubt that once whispered in your ear no longer has power over you. The uncertainty that once caused hesitation no longer controls your steps. You have been tested, refined, and prepared. The fire inside you is alive, burning, and ready to release. You are no longer moving slowly or hesitantly. You are moving with the kind of momentum that cannot be resisted, a force that will carry you past every obstacle and into the fullness of what you were created to achieve. The alignment of your preparation, persistence, and faith has created an unstoppable trajectory. You are not stepping into this season by accident. You are stepping into it because everything inside of you has been cultivated for this moment. You are no longer limited by the past. You are no longer bound by fear. You are no longer controlled by doubt. You are moving forward with clarity, confidence, and unstoppable momentum that will change the course of your life. Feel it coursing through you. The energy, power, and alignment that have been building inside of you are ready to explode. This is your time to step boldly. This is your time to rise with courage, authority, and certainty. This is your time to move forward with unstoppable force. Your next step is not just coming. It is inevitable. It is powerful. And it will transform everything you have ever worked for. The unstoppable force within you is ready, and nothing can stop it. The moment has arrived for you to realize the force within you is greater than any obstacle that has ever tried to stop you. The resistance, the fear, the doubt, and the delays you have endured were never permanent. They were temporary conditions meant to shape your strength, sharpen your focus, and prepare your spirit for a breakthrough that cannot be denied. You are no longer moving in uncertainty. You are moving in certainty. You are no longer waiting for permission. You are stepping boldly into the power that has been cultivated inside of you, a power that is unstoppable. Every trial you faced, every struggle you endured, and every challenge that tested you has contributed to the unstoppable momentum you carry now. You were being strengthened when you didn't realize it, being refined when you felt broken, and being aligned when the world seemed chaotic. The energy that has been quietly building in your spirit is now ready to be released, and it will propel you forward in a way that cannot be resisted, delayed, or diminished. Your next move is inevitable because it has been prepared, fortified, and empowered by everything you have endured. You have already proven to yourself that you can rise above fear. You have already proven to yourself that persistence outweighs doubt. You have already proven to yourself that courage outweighs hesitation. That proof is now your weapon. That proof is now your anchor. That proof is now the unstoppable force that will carry you forward into a season of breakthrough, power, and transformation. You are not stepping into this season as someone untested. You are stepping in as someone refined, strengthened, and fully equipped for unstoppable momentum. The doubts of yesterday, the fears of yesterday, and the delays of yesterday no longer define you. They have been replaced with clarity, confidence, and unstoppable faith. You are no longer reacting to circumstances. You are creating your path with authority, precision, and power. Your next move is not just a step forward. It is a launch into a trajectory that will change everything. The energy, purpose, and alignment that have been cultivated in your life are converging now, and the momentum you carry is unshakable. Feel it rising inside of you. The fire of preparation, the force of resilience, and the certainty of faith are all coming together to propel you into action. This is not ordinary momentum. This is a momentum that cannot be contested, resisted, or delayed. The person you have become, the strength you have cultivated, and the alignment of your purpose have created a force that will move through any barrier, break through any limitation, and elevate you to a level that was previously unreachable. Stand in that truth. Recognize that your next move is unstoppable. Every step you take from here is backed by preparation, fortified by resilience, and energized by faith. The power inside you is alive, potent, and ready. Nothing outside of you can stop it. You are no longer tentative, no longer uncertain, and no longer restrained. You are moving with unstoppable momentum, and this step will change everything, launch everything, and unlock the extraordinary destiny that has been waiting for you all along.